The Egbert M. Freese Foundation, as stipulated in Arthur's will, shall become the property of the City of Galion. The City of Galion may use the income from this fund for college scholarships to worthy high school graduates, for the upkeep or improvement of city parks, or for any other purposes. Egbert Morton Freese was born in 1845 in Medina County. By 1870, Egbert, at 24 years old, was living in Crestline. He was 37 years old when he married Rosina Berger on November 9, 1882. Egbert became affiliated with the First National Bank in 1903, and by 1904, the next year, he was president. Rosina Berger emigrated from Switzerland in 1869 when she was around 16 years old. In 1870, her family lived in Polk Township near North Robinson. At the time, her father worked for the railroad. Later, he was a farmer. In 1880, Rosina, or Rose, as listed on the census record, was living on 4th Street in Mansfield, Ohio. She was listed as a domestic servant with the Charles Bird family. By November 1882, when she was 28 years old, Rosina was married to Egbert Freese, and by 1888, she and Egbert had 3 boys. Although her husband gets a lot of credit, Rosina was known as a philanthropist. She helped those in need. She made sure the widows of the Freese Works employees were taken care of, and she was directly involved with the library, and in fact was involved with procuring funds from the Andrew Carnegie Foundation to build the beautiful library we still enjoy today. The Freese residence was located at 446 South Union Street. This picture was taken in the summer of 2016. Egbert bought the house 125 years ago in 1891. The same year he moved the brick and tile making machinery company from Plymouth, Ohio to Galion, Ohio. Egbert purchased this house from Byron W. Hosford, the nephew of Asa Hosford, often known as the father of Galion. Byron's father, Ari Hosford, was a brother to Asa. A side note, Byron's brother Preston built the house on the square, later the Wyandotte location, and now where the gazebo stands. Above the counter at the post office is a great picture of Preston's house on the square. Egbert died in 1924, so the picture was taken before that date. Note the leaves on the ground. Perhaps the photo was taken in the fall. Also, note the house across the street with an address of 447 South Union Street. The house still exists today. A drive-by confirmed that this photo, facing east, was taken in front of the Freese residence at 446 South Union Street. In this picture, Rosina looks younger than Egbert for good reason. There's an 8-year age difference. The Freese family was very interested in automobiles, as you will see in the upcoming photos. Dr. Mansfield wrote that Ron Myers donated an invoice for an earlier electric car the Freeses had purchased. That invoice was issued by the Oldsmobile Company of Cleveland on August 26, 1902. It was sold to E.M. Freese for $650. The year of this automobile in the picture is unknown. This picture shows Rosina driving a 1905 electric automobile. Egbert is in the passenger seat. Dr. Mansfield had remarked at how quiet the old electric cars were. A much clearer picture of the same automobile appears in the next picture. Again, Rosina is driving the Waverly Electric Stanhope 1905 model. This picture was donated by Ron Myers. If you look closely, you can see that the Ohio license plate reads 1911. In 1911, Rosina was 58 years old. I wondered if the unknown passenger was related to Rosina. I saw some similar features. It was not Rosina's mother. She died in 1896. 3 sisters of Rosina were still living in 1911. Susanna was 55 years old, Carolina was 53 years old, and Anna Barbara was 44 years old. Note the house in the background. A portion of the house shown appears to be the Freese residence. The picture taken in 2016, however, shows a brick porch on the same house. This picture was found in the Freese photo file in the archives of the Gallion Historical Society. Unfortunately, as many others, it is not labeled. Note the crank on the front of the automobile. The more I looked at it, though, the more I wondered if the next photo was a modified version of the same car, or maybe a later model. Another picture found in the Freese file. This is the same automobile with the 3 Freese boys and the family dog. This was taken on a different day and shows Horace standing with a Pierce Arrow motorcycle. The Pierce Arrow motorcycles were in production from 1909 to 1913. Horace graduated from Gallion High School in 1906. That makes Horace in his early 20s in this picture. The Pierce 4 was the first 4-cylinder motorcycle produced in the United States. Pierce sold the motorcycle for $325, rising to $400 by 1913, which was expensive at the time, making it popular with more prosperous sportsmen. The motorcycle is said to have cost more to build than its sale price and eventually bankrupted the Pierce Motorcycle Company after fewer than 500 of these motorcycles were built. All of the boys graduated from Gallion High School. In 1891, the Freese family moved to Gallion from Plymouth, Ohio, when Herbert was approximately 7 years old, Arthur 4, and Horace 3. There is a significance to the boys' middle names. Herbert Harlow was named after Egbert's father, Harlow Freese. Arthur Joseph was named after Rosina's father, Joseph. Horace Egbert, of course, was named for his father, Egbert Freese. Herbert married Jessie Wheeler, and they made their home at 319 Gill Avenue. I have seen addresses at 317 Gill and 321 Gill as well. Arthur was never married, and he made his home at the Freese family home located at 446 South Union Street. Horace married Eileen McDonald, and their latest home Horace had built at 435 West Church Street. Previously, they had lived on Orange Street.